Welcome everybody, and today we're taking a look at the second film in the Youth Gone Wild 1950s Juvenile Delinquency box set from Imprint Films. And we've got a film again from 1958, and it is Juvenile Jungle. So this is directed by William Whitney, who also did the film Master of the World with Vincent Price and Charles Bronson. And this is the first of two films that he directed in this box set. And it is a crime film, clocks in at 69 minutes long. Stars the likes of Corey Allen, who was also in Rebel Without a Cause, which is probably the most well-known of these like juvenile delinquency films, as well as The Big Caper and Party Girl. Also stars Richard Bacallion, who was in likes of Panic in Year Zero and The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. So kidnapping the daughter of a local business owner seems like a quick way to make a fast buck. But what happens when the gang's ringleader starts to fall for the hostage? So although this is an overall decent and engaging mix of the juvenile delinquency and crime genres, it is ultimately let down by the predominantly unsympathetic lead characters, who quite frankly really have no reason for anything that they are doing, either in terms of criminality or, you know, even going as far as, partying endlessly and only really prioritizing having beers on the beach. So, yeah, they're not particularly sympathetic. But that said, the cast is good. The pacing is on point. It doesn't feel overly rushed despite it's barely an hour running time. It does fit quite a lot in without, glazing over anything really. The production is solid. It is more violent than I would have thought given the year of its release, particularly right towards the end when there's a fight scene going on. And the character interactions are well handled, but unlike the prior film, Live Fast, Die Young, this doesn't really have much in the way of thematic depth or anything like that, and there's no real, even though one lead character does kind of come good in the end, the majority of them do not, and yeah, it just really lacks it much in the way of depth. But as far as these kind of Republic Pictures films go, which was obviously a film studio well known for doing a lot of low budget and you know kind of sometimes exploitative kind of films, this is fairly solid, and yeah, definitely one of the better ones that I have seen. But ultimately, it only gets 3 out of 5 in comparison to the 3.5 that Live Fast Die Young got. So yeah, not as good as that film, but it's probably a little bit more entertaining due to its shorter length and more action orientated plot. But yeah, it's just not got the thematic depth or the characterization of that former film. But that said, it does have a 1080p high definition presentation. It is in black and white. It's got a 235:1 aspect ratio, LPCM 2.0 mono audio, English language soundtrack with optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. And in terms of extras, you've got audio commentary by film historian Sam Dayan from 2026. Then you've got The Rebellion of the American Teen, video essay by author and academic Thomas Doherty from 2026. And then you've also got a theatrical trailer reconstruction as well. So, yeah, it's a decent enough effort, but not as good as Live Fast Die Young. But quite frankly, I was expecting this box set to not be particularly great in any kind of way. I was expecting there to be not much going on in any of these films, but and even though there's not a whole lot of depth to this, it is generally entertaining, and yeah, it doesn't outstay its welcome one bit, only being 69 minutes long. So yeah, it's a decent enough effort, but unfortunately a slight step down in quality over its predecessor. But hopefully things do pick up with the subsequent two films, Young and Wild and Teenage Crime Wave. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen Juvenile Jungle before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.